Do you struggle with setting and achieving goals? I have some good news, and it's that you're not the problem. The problem is traditional goal setting. Traditional goal setting is not made for every type of brain, including mine. If we haven't met yet, my name is Isabel. I am a brand designer, dog lover, and overall weird human. And in this channel, we talk about embracing your weird in order to build a better brand, business, and life. The thing about traditional goal setting is that it works for a very specific type of brain. But if you don't have this type of brain, then why would you force yourself to set goals in a way that doesn't work for you? In fact, there are, in my opinion, four types of goal setters, and they're all completely different. And what works for each and every one is completely different. So today, I want to talk to you about what those four types of goal setters are and what kind of works better for them. There's two factors that set apart the different goal setters. The first factor is specificity, and the second is reflection. So when we talk about specificity, here we divide humans into two different categories. The first are the kind of humans who need goals to be very specific and detailed and very clear. They need the detail, they need the specificity. And the other type of person is the human that doesn't need those details, doesn't need to know every single thing that's going on around the goal. All they need is like a general direction that they can follow, and that's good enough. Now, personally, I am a detail goal person. I need to know the specifics. I need to know exactly what I'm trying to create. But I have a friend who, when she tries to get into all of these details, her brain gets overwhelmed. She starts overthinking and she can't take the steps that she needs to take in order to achieve these goals. So for her, it's better to have a general direction that she can move towards instead of getting bogged down by all the details. The second thing is reflection. And again, in reflection, there's two kinds of humans. There's those who have to have their goals like in front of them all the time. Like you need to see your goals every single day. These are people who write down their goals every single day. They're people who have their vision boards like in several different places and their goals written down in several different places because they need to look at them constantly in order to keep them top of mind. The second type of human is the human who is okay with reviewing their goals occasionally. Now, occasionally is a very broad word. This is going to depend on the human, but it could be monthly or it could just be a couple of times a year, right? And this kind of human doesn't need to be reviewing and reflecting and rereading and having their goals top of mind because once they set the goal, they know what they're going for. And here, I'm more of a set it and forget it. So the second category kind of person. I review my goals once a quarter, sometimes once a month, but I don't need to have my goals in front of me all the time. I don't need to look at them every day. I don't need to read them every day in order to make progress on my goals. Now, I do have another friend who, on the contrary, she has her goals on a whiteboard right above her desk written down so that she knows that they are top of mind and she's making progress towards them every day. Once you can identify out of the specificity category which one you lean more towards, and out of the reflection category, which one you lean more towards, you can put together what I call the goal setter quadrant and figure out which type of goal setter you are. So let's look at that. Now, before I move into the goal setter quadrant, if you're enjoying this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. This is a fairly new channel, but I do make videos every single Friday. And if you have a specific question about goal setting, also leave it down in the comments and maybe I'll make a video about it. Okay, so the types of goal setters. Type number one is your traditional goal setter. This is what all the books talk about, setting specific goals, looking at them often, reviewing them every day, going back into them. These are the people who set SMART goals. These are the people who are great using like project management softwares. They're great using planners and actually filling out the pages. They're not like me who like buys the planner and then doesn't use it as much as I should. They're also really great at setting detailed goals with the clear steps on how they're going to get there. Another thing that this person is great at is like daily habit trackers. They can track their habits every single day and they're there tracking and tracking and tracking. Whereas other types of goal setters aren't as keen to do this or isn't as simple for them to do this. So this is like your traditional one, the one that most books are written for. The second type of goal setter I like to call the visualizer. This person is setting a general direction or a general feeling, and that's what they're chasing. They're not getting bogged down by details. They're just moving in a direction, right? Now, you might be a type 2 person if you do great with vision boards as long as they're right in front of you all the time. Like, you are the kind of person who will make a vision board, but then you have to have it, like, on the background of your computer and the background of your phone and print it above your desk because you need to have it in front of you. You need to reflect and see it often. This is also the person who has or tends to have tons of sticky notes around to remind them of the things that they need to do and remind them of the direction. Because if they don't have those reminders, they'll often forget the specifics. So, what about a type 3 goal setter? A type 3 goal setter are the people who don't need to look at their goals all the time, but their goals tend to be very specific and very detailed. They're usually measurable, but not necessarily, not always, but they don't need to reflect them. They don't need to review them all the time. This type of person is great at checking in on their goals at specific times in the year. So, this might be once a quarter or once a month. They usually love the idea of having a planner, but they're not going to be the person that fills out every single day and every single page. They're more of the person who will use it when they need it or who will use it to review months instead of reviewing every single day. And then finally, we have type 4. Now, type 4 is like the manifester, right? This is the person who, from the outside looking in, it might seem like they don't even have goals. They just need a general direction and they also don't need to review their goals. And so these are the people who, pull out a vision board from a packing box and they realize that the house that they had put on that vision board from 5 years ago is the house that they're living in now, and they hadn't even realized it. They will get to their goals. They don't need to see their goals every day. They feel it, they know where they're going, and that is all they need to move forward. They don't even need the reminders. Now, this type of person tends to chase bigger goals, while other goal setters might be frustrated by chasing a big goal that they don't hit. This kind of person doesn't care. This type of goal setter is okay with chasing the same goal over and over and over again. So, to give an example, while one type of goal setter might set a $1 million income year and then get frustrated because they didn't hit it. And so the next year they would say, okay, let me do a $750,000 year because maybe I can hit that. This type of goal setter is going to set the same goal of hitting 1 million until they hit it. They don't mind chasing that goal again and again and again. These people also tend to have a really clear vision of what they want, and they will settle for nothing less. And that's why they don't mind chasing the goal again and again and again, because they know what they want and they know what the direction is. And they're going to go in that direction until they get to what they want. And that's amazing. Like, I would love to be a type 4. So I am actually a type 3 goal setter. I am a very detailed goal person, but I don't need to review them every day. I would love to know in the comments what type of goal setter you think you are. And if you'd like to learn more about how to set goals that work for your brain instead of just the traditional goal setting techniques, I have a training called Goal for It. I will link it in the description. It teaches you everything I know about goal setting for and adapting goals to your brain. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I make new videos every Friday.